Child. Aaron hurt my feelings, honey. He said, I'm not even mad at you. I'm mad at myself for thinking you would actually show up for me.
Ooh, ask BNicki.
All right, cut and print. Beautiful, guys. Dynamite.
You did it, Grownish. You did it. You did what? You impressed me. You impressed me. Oh my gosh. It's been a while. Like, can we be honest? Can we be honest, y'all? Can we really talk about it, this review? Y'all, I have not been impressed by Grownish in a long time. A long time. It's been a while, y'all. Grownish has not been impressing me. And to be really honest, y'all, the only reason I am still reviewing this show is for y'all. For you. You get a review. You get a review. You get a review. I'm only doing this for y'all, period. Okay? Because I've been over the show for a little bit. Season 2 and season 3 even just really wasn't doing it for me. I felt like the plots just weren't there. The storylines, the narratives weren't just there. I felt like they were reaching quite a bit. Okay, none of it was making sense. It was boring. It was just all over the place. It was just a mess. Like, honestly, that's how I've been feeling, truthfully. And it just feels so good to get this off my chest. But I say all of this to say that tonight, I was finally impressed. Dare I say it? I was finally impressed. You know, I really feel like this episode right here got back to the true essence of Grownish back in season 1. I felt like in season 1, they came hard. They were talking about a lot of tough topics. They were really getting into things that, you know, every college student was thinking about, was feeling. You know, I really feel like they got into it season 1. And season 2, season 3 is where they lost me. So they reeled me back in with this episode. I feel like Grownish got it right. For the first time in a while, they did a great job of tackling this episode and tackling this topic. This is a very real conversation that needs to be had. And it needs to continue to be had. You know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It hit different for me. Like, honestly, y'all, I'm not even gonna hold you. I kind of felt myself getting emotional in certain parts. Now, I'm just emotional anyway. Okay, y'all know I'm extra. Okay, I just be getting emotional anyway. But like, honestly, like just seeing Aaron stressing over the massive amount of debt that he has, seeing him go through all of that this episode was really triggering for me. Like, honestly, I was like, oh my gosh, like Aaron is really bringing me back. He's really bringing me back to my senior year tonight. It was literally my senior year experience in a nutshell. A whole lot of stress and a whole lot of questions that needed answers, period. Okay? I was hitting everybody career fairs. I was on Indeed to the point that they probably should have kicked me out because I submitted so many applications. Like, sis, I was stressed. I was stressed. I didn't know what was going to happen next for BNicki. Okay? My senior year of college. Aaron got it right. Okay, Grownish got it right. Trevor Jackson got it right with the emotions, the stress, the what am I going to do next? How am I going to figure this out? How am I going to pay for all this? Like, what am I going to do? He got it right. Trevor, you got it right. Okay, you did a daggone good job tonight, for real. I was real emotional this episode watching you. You know, hitting all these interviews, sitting down with all these folks and hearing the same old tired excuses for why they ain't trying to hire you, or the ones that do consider hiring you. They want to throw you in the urban department. They want you to be the spokesperson for all black folk. A mess. A mess. The whole thing is just a mess. Can we take a moment to just get into that statistic that they aired on the first part of the episode? Can we get into that real quick? I screenshotted it because that's how crazy it was. By age 30, the average white male college graduate will have paid off 44%, almost half of their student loan debt. Meanwhile, The average black male will owe 11% more. I'm going to repeat that. Owe 11% more than when they graduated. I'm going to just let that marinate. I'll wait. Like, shout out to the writers this episode, because the writing in this episode was everything. But you know the line that got me this episode, the line that really tore me up this episode? Jazz. And she was talking about how if we got the same degree and we all got the same experience, she literally went in order and ranked everybody in the room on who would be where. And she said straight up that her, Sky, and Zoe would be dead last. That hit me like a ton of bricks. That hit me like a ton of bricks. Why? Because it was spot on. It was nothing but facts. As a black woman, that hit different. Grownish really got into it this episode. Like, I ain't even got a whole lot to joke about this episode because it was that real. Like, it was that relatable. Grownish got into it and I was so here for it. This is the Grownish that I enjoy. This is the Grownish that got me excited to watch every night at 8 o'clock. This is the Grownish that I loved. So it was just refreshing. It was just so nice and refreshing to see Grownish get back to that, where, you know, not only were they coming with the jokes and the catchy pickup lines, but they were also coming with facts. Like, they were coming with real topics and real conversations that millennials and college students need to be talking about, that are important to us. That's what I liked about this show. And I really feel like it got lost along the way. Child, Aaron hurt my feelings, honey. He hurt my feelings tonight. He was like, honestly, Zoe, I'm really not trying to say nothing disrespectful to you. I just need you to get out the way. You're too late. You did it late. He said, I'm not even mad at you. I'm mad at myself for thinking you would actually show up for me. All the real ones watching, y'all know how I feel about Aaron. I think he's absolute trash. I say it almost every review. And I stand by that. He is a terrible guy to date. Okay? Avoid this type of dude at all costs if you're looking for a lovey-dovey relationship. You feel me? But what I can say is, this man is without a doubt a great friend. And he has been an incredible friend to Zoe, and she let him down. She just did not show up for him the way he has shown up for her. And that's always an unfortunate feeling. It's the little things in life that make such a huge difference, especially for those that you care about. So, you know, man, this episode hit hard for me tonight. There were so many things that I related to. There were so many things that I identified with. There's so many things that I've experienced. Personally, it was just a lot. It was a lot. I felt so seen tonight. You know, Aaron out here talking about he about to be on a bologna and cup of noodle diet. Now, if you don't say oodles and noodles, hey, no. While we here, y'all, we gonna have a real question right now. What do y'all call ramen? What did y'all go to? Because he talking about a cup of noodle. I call them oodles and noodles. I'm curious to know, what do y'all call them? What do y'all call them? Let me know in the comments below. We got to get into it because every college student know about ramen. Okay, that's the ultimate struggle meal. Chicken flavor. Holla if you hear me. But yeah, y'all, that is a real thing, man. Student loans and preparing for life after college is so freaking stressful. And I think they are both imperative conversations that we continue to have. Nobody prepared me for life after college. College did not prepare me for life after college. It didn't. There was so much that I had to learn. There were so many emotions that I experienced. There was so much depression, anxiety, stress, adjusting that I had to do post graduating. It was absolutely ridiculous. We need to have more conversations about this. Like, for real. Come on, let's talk about it. Like, this is some real stuff. Like, this is some real stuff. Y'all mean to tell me the first time we see Vivek on an actual date is on a daggone Olive Garden commercial? Wait. 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 Y'all mean to tell me the first time we see Vivek with a young shlady, with a young pepperoni, with a tenderoni, he is on an Olive Garden commercial? Grownish, I'm so tired of y'all disrespecting this man. Y'all refuse to give this man a storyline. Y'all refuse to give this man a narrative. Y'all are continuously disrespecting Vivek. It is actually ridiculous. After this Olive Garden commercial, y'all out of pocket. I'm glad we got to see Ryan tonight for 10 seconds instead of 2. Come on, like, when is my good sis gonna get some more screen time? When are we actually gonna get to know her? Come on. Like, actually, y'all keep playing with me. Like, stop it. Just stop. But why she act like the female version of Luca? I said, oh, that's interesting. Speaking of Luca, I'm so glad we didn't see him this episode. He been getting on my nerves all season. All season. We needed a break, honey. I am so glad we didn't see that man. I hope he is somewhere aligning his chakras, honey, because I was so tired of seeing him. So Sky still ain't really gonna have a conversation with this man. She still really ain't gonna ask this man about his upbringing, about his race. She just out here assuming everything. Well, yeah, you know, I ain't never dated a white guy before. You ain't even ask him. Girl, if you don't ask that man about his upbringing and stop it, girl, let's get into it. Let's have a conversation. Let's be young adults here. Girl. Y'all, I think I might upgrade Junior 1.5 to his actual name, Rodney, because we done seen him quite a few episodes. I feel like he has earned his actual name, Rodney. Nah, I would still call him Junior 1.5. That ain't going nowhere. So the BNicki bloop goes to my good friend, my longtime friend, producer Post. He said, I don't like Nomi that much either. Okay, but I do hope she returns and isn't being written off. Luca being the baby daddy makes sense since I've never seen him so close to Nomi before this. And at the end of season 2, both of them got out of relationships were emotionally vulnerable. Producer, you talk about it. You talk about it, and I'm here for it. You always do, okay? Y'all, he actually does Grownish reviews too. So if y'all haven't checked him out already, I'm gonna need y'all to pull up on his page and get into those reviews, okay? Because he offers a really dope perspective as well. Okay, so get into it. My guy, I appreciate you. Y'all, that's really all I got on tonight's episode. Now I'm just curious to hear from y'all. What are your thoughts? What impacted you the most tonight? Like, I feel like there were so many messages. There were so many things addressed tonight. What hit you the most? Lastly, if we don't got each other's backs out here, what are we really doing? Personally, some financial resources that I can recommend. I would say Scully. First of all, they be popping up on all the little Grownish commercials. They in partnership with them and everything. Scully, SCHOLLY, Scully. I'll put the link to them down below so y'all can look into them if y'all have not already. I found out about it courtesy of Grownish. 2, I gotta shout out one of my good friends, my good sis Sydney. We went to school together. She's a dope chick and she has a platform called The Health Prophet. So she focuses on finance, fitness, and freedom. So check her out at The Health Prophet on Instagram. Again, at The Health Prophet on Instagram. Check her out for advice, tips, all that good stuff. Those are my financial resources. But now it's y'all turn. So let me know in the comments below whether y'all know of any student loan forgiveness forgiveness programs, student loan assistance programs, or whether it's just a good financial read or, you know, a good book or a good website for us to visit and check out financial literacy or finance tips, let me know. Let me know, because if we don't have each other's backs out here, what are we really doing? Let's get into it. Let's keep this conversation going. And I'll see y'all next video.